Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. On Thursday, Chief Justice Martha Koome attended Madaraka Day celebrations in Embu, riding on a very expensive Land Cruiser, something that did not sit on well with the majority of Kenyans who felt the government was being extravagant at a time the same government is saying it's broke. Already the Chief Justice has enough cars, and by the government giving her again a very expensive Land Cruiser with high fuel consumption, thus being extravagant at a time Kenyans are really finding it very hard. Kenyans have been talking and debating about that issue since Thursday. In this video, I want us to have a look at a tweet by Senior Counsellor Ahmednassir Abdullahi concerning that vehicle. Ahmednassir Abdullahi, Senior Counsel, tell me why a Chief Justice of a poor third world country where millions of kids sleep at night without food, with 1.5 million cases backlog, where it makes 10 to 15 years to hear a case and 6 to 12 months to deliver judgment, will spend $500,000 to buy her fourth official car. Chief Justice has 2 Mercedes, 2 Prado and Land Cruiser, and 3 to 4 escort cars. Madness. Thus, Ahmednassir Abdullahi. In this video, as usual, I want us to dissect that tweet for Kenyans to understand the games being played behind the scenes. Before we do that, let me say this for those who may not know. For some few days now, we have been having a medical appeal for Nudin Salash from Kajiado undergo a kidney transplant at Medihill Hospital, Parklands. The remaining balance is about 1 million Kenya shillings, and through this forum, I believe we can help the family of Nudin raise that amount. And already, a whopping majority of us here are contributing willingly, which is very encouraging. Any other person who would also want to contribute, send your contribution to 0722 735 065. Let's help save a soul. Let's now jump to our analysis. Yes, what are the games being played behind the scenes? And what does this post or rather tweet by Senior Counsel mean? If you look at Senior Counsel's tweet, I believe that this Senior Counsel is just being hypocritical. He doesn't care about Kenyans at all. As much as the Chief Justice and the government are clearly wasting public funds here, Senior Counsel is being hypocritical. I'm saying that because this is a man who is a staunch William Ruto supporter, and instead of addressing the root cause of the problem, he is just lamenting with Kenyans. Senior Counsel ought to be putting William Ruto on the spot because he's the person authorizing all this. But now that this Senior Counsel is a close William Ruto ally and still defends Ruto's government, I consider this post or rather tweet hypocritical. Senior Counsel is not honest with himself, not honest with Kenyans. He should be putting the blame squarely at the doorsteps of William Samoei Ruto. And I'm saying that that because in the next hours or maybe 1 day or 2 days, he'll make another tweet supporting the government. So in a nutshell, he is not offering any solution to the government or to Kenyans at all. And now to that land cruiser, it's almost certain and very clear that Ruto is trying to capture the judiciary. And one way of capturing the judiciary is by enticing the Chief Justice through these high-range vehicles with high fuel consumption. Ruto just wants to make sure that the judiciary, the courts, the judges will be on his side now that his government is performing very dismally, and there are so many cases that will be presented before court challenging some of the policies Ruto's government is implementing. And also looking at this interesting move, it confirms the notion that indeed the Supreme Court was compromised during the presidential appeal, or rather during the presidential petition by Raila Odinga. And I'm saying that because it's a fact, because we are all Kenyans. If you look at IBC, you look at the Supreme Court, the 7-judge bench, it appears they were reading from the same page. It was a long con, a well laid out plan. So they were part and parcel of the plot. And this just confirms that. And also from this, it comes out very clearly that this government does not care about the so-called hustlers. It only cares about the dynasties, the big girls and the big boys. A broke government cannot actually afford this top of the range Land Cruiser. It might be possible that Kenyans are suffering because the government's priority is only on pleasing the so-called dynasties. So Ruto again here is coming out as a very insensitive president, a president who is just there to favor the rich in the society. And this also confirms the upside down priorities of this government, or rather in this government. We are seeing a government that is completely clueless. The leaders are very clueless on governance. They're very clueless on governance. If you look on how Kenyans are being pushed to the wall, nobody expected this. But you are seeing that on a daily basis, we are getting very shocking news and new details from the government. As I talk, members of parliament, Ruto and his team, and even the cabinet secretaries, the principal secretaries, there is a plot to increase their salaries. So you are seeing that is being done while the poor man, or rather the poor hustlers, are languishing in poverty. And the increment in the salaries of the top government officials is the hustler down there who will bear all those costs. So Ruto is just adding more miseries to hustlers. And this is something that should not be tolerated. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. But in case you are watching us, but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. To any person who might have not contributed to the family of Nudin Salash, let's help save this innocent soul by sending your contributions to 0722 735 065. Let me stop it there. for now. But the Land Cruiser issue confirms that Ruto will not find any solution to the issues Kenyans are raising. The wastage in government continues. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you. God bless you.